All right, today we're diving into something really cool from Microsoft Research. It's an open source project that could totally change how you build and, more importantly, how you optimize your AI agents. It's called Agent Lightning, and believe me, it promises to be a total game changer.
So let's just start with a question that I think gets right to the heart of the matter for anyone building with AI. Imagine you've spent all this time building a pretty good agent, right? But you know it could be smarter, it could be faster. What if you could give it that upgrade without having to tear it all down and start over?
Because, let's be honest, that's the reality for a lot of us right now. You pick a framework, LangChain, AutoGen, whatever, and you're kind of stuck with it. Making your agent better often means these deep, complicated code rewrites. It just slows everything down. Your experiments take forever, it is a genuine headache, and it can really kill your momentum. But that is exactly the problem this new tool is designed to solve. So, let's introduce the solution to that headache, a project called Agent Lightning, which is all about this zero-code breakthrough for training your agents.
I mean, you gotta love the confidence here. This is straight from the team's own documentation. They say you can turn your agent into an optimizable beast with, and this is the key part, almost zero changes to your code. Now that is a bold claim. So let's see how they actually pull it off.
Okay, so this whole promise really boils down to three incredible features. First, it doesn't care what framework you use. LangChain, AutoGen, Crew AI, even just your own custom Python code. It works with all of it. Second, you can be really specific. If you have a big system with lots of agents, you can just pick one to improve without touching the others. And finally, and this is the big one, it makes these super powerful algorithms, like reinforcement learning, way more accessible. Normally, using that stuff requires a ton of custom work. Agent Lightning just opens the door.
So how in the world does Agent Lightning do all this without forcing you to rewrite everything? Let's pop the hood and take a look. The architecture is actually beautiful in its simplicity.
The whole philosophy here is to be non-intrusive. Think of it less like performing major surgery on your AI and more like being its personal trainer. Your agent just does its thing, running completely as normal. Agent Lightning sits on the sidelines, watching, learning, and then feeding it improvements.
And this flow breaks down to 5 really clean steps. Step 1, your agent runs. Step 2, you add just one tiny line of code, a helper function to capture important moments, like when it generates a prompt or uses a tool. Step 3, those moments get packaged up as neat, structured data called spans, which are basically just a detailed log of what your agent is doing. They all flow to a central spot called the Lightning Store. Step 4, your training algorithm, whichever one you've picked, reads all this data and starts to learn. And finally, Step 5, any improvements, like a better prompt or a new policy, which is just a fancy word for its decision-making strategy, gets sent back. Your agent can then grab these new and improved resources on its next run. It's this beautiful, continuous loop of improvement.
Okay, so that's the how it works. But what's the so what? What's the real-world impact on you, the developer? This slide just says it all, doesn't it? The before is a world of being locked into a framework, of facing massive code rewrites just to try something new. But with Agent Lightning, the after is a world of freedom. You're not locked in anymore. The changes to your code are tiny. And that whole complicated optimization mess becomes a simple, streamlined training loop. It's a night and day difference.
And this isn't just some academic idea, right? People are out there building some seriously cool stuff with this already. You've got projects like Deep Werewolf, training agents for a super complex social game. You've got Agent Flow, which is tackling these really hard long-term tasks. And then there's U2 Agent, which managed to scale up reinforcement learning to 128 GPUs. That's a huge deal, and this architecture just makes it so much more manageable.
Now, as you'd probably guess, the whole project is built with the AI community's favorite language. We're looking at almost 83% Python. And that's great news because it means it just slots right into the existing ecosystem that all the machine learning developers and data scientists are already using.
And maybe the best part of all this is that it's not some corporate, locked-down tool. This is a completely open-source project that you can start playing with and even contributing to literally right now. It's published under the MIT license, which, for those who don't know, is one of the most open and permissive licenses out there. It's basically an open invitation for developers everywhere to use it, to experiment with it, and to help make it even better.
And getting your hands on it could not be simpler. It's just a pip install away.
You type that one little command into your terminal, and you're ready to start applying all these powerful training techniques to your own AI agents. It's that easy.
So we'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. When you take away all that friction, the code rewrites, the framework lock-in, what happens? You open up this whole new world of possibilities. You make advanced AI training accessible to so many more people. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build with it?